Okay, here's the thing. Everything in life is a program. And before I dive into breaking this down, I want to start off by saying that this comes with a warning because once you start opening your mind to it and you open up to the realization of how things have been programmed into your subconscious, therefore into your mind, your physical body, your energetic body, and it impacts how you see yourself, how you act, how you show up each day, what you're energetically a match for within your vortex, and therefore what you are creating. Because as a conscious creator, which every single one of us have that power and ability within us to co-create with God. Yet, if you haven't got a handle on the programming and the things that are playing out unconsciously behind the scenes that you're not even aware of, then you are creating unconsciously and creating or attracting the things that you don't want. And I don't want that for you, so let's break this down. Now, the biggest changes started to happen in my life when I understood this because before that, I was stuck in a lot of patterns and I couldn't figure out why these habits were repeating or these really negative beliefs were cycling over and over again, right? Like they were looping and I couldn't get out of them. Or physical things would manifest where it didn't matter what city or job or relationships I was working towards or connecting with, like the same things would play out with different people. And it truly was like the Matrix or like Groundhog Day where this thing is just repeating and every single day you're like plugging into the exact same program because that's what's happening in your subconscious all the time. The warning is that once you see this, you can't unsee it. So your life is forever changed when this hits your awareness. But the beautiful thing is that this is the most empowering thing that could possibly happen because you start to regain your sovereignty and your ability to control and influence your own reality and your own daily habits, beliefs, actions, all of those things. But as you can imagine, this is not something that the higher ups like you to be aware of because when you do this, you're no longer easily influenced, you're no longer stuck and held in the fear programs that they've tried to program into the planet. You're no longer feeling like a helpless victim who has no control over their life, and you're stepping into your power, realizing that you actually have the abilities to create change, that you can create a new belief system or a new shift in your subconscious, program in something that supports you and who it is you want to be, and you now break out of that Groundhog Day loop and you're on a completely different path to the future reality, whatever kind of desire it is you have. And that is incredibly threatening, right? I mean, to most people who are either unaware of it, it's intimidating, or to the people who know it but are trying to keep it hidden, it's terrifying to them to no longer have this a well-kept secret that only they are benefiting and profiting and utilizing every single day. So I'm going to start breaking down my series because all of this programming starts in childhood, or we can go even further back and say past lives and multidimensional experiences because your subconscious is like the storehouse for all of this. So everything is stored there. It's like this beautiful data bank of your soul. But in terms of you, current you watching me through the screen here, your childhood and up until 7 or 8 years old is when your subconscious was like a sponge taking in all the information. And childhood programming, cartoons, Disney, which is what I'm about to get into, was doing a very good job of programming in lower templates and belief systems that would keep you looping unconsciously in a way that wasn't serving your highest good. And what I'm here to do is help you break out of those old programs and program in something new that's actually supportive to you and your highest self and your purpose on the planet, and allow you to then regain that control and sovereignty over yourself, your field, your life. So with that said, welcome to the Disney programming series where we're going to dive into how each of these different characters has programmed you in a negative way or created limiting beliefs, lack, scarcity, lower templates to how you see yourself or how you connect with others and what you're capable of creating on the planet. Because I know I grew up loving and watching these movies and I didn't realize obviously at the time how much it was impacting me and the belief systems that I then been created. And I know so many of you out there grew up watching these as well, and I don't want you continuing to run this programming unconsciously that is actually blocking you from the things that you want. So it's time to become aware. It's time to step out of the system that you've been programmed into and start seeing the higher templates of what is possible so that you can live your best life.